What is going on, everybody? Wolf back with another video today. Another one of my Warframe news type videos. So I hope you enjoyed this quick recap of what happened in the latest dev stream. And there is a lot to talk about. This dev stream was probably one of their more in-depth ones because this one's about 18.5. What is coming in 18.5? For starters, we have we can now buy extra loadout slots, which is kind of the one, but what is great and what I've wanted already ever since the moon came out was more mission types. As we know, there's a pretty limited amount. There are the vaults, which you can do with MDs or whatever they're called, and then I think there's just a survival. I'm not entirely sure. I might be missing some. If not, I'm not sure. I apologize, but they're adding to it, and they say the biggest one that they're adding to it is a new kind of spy vault, and this kind of spy vault is a lot harder than any other apparently, and I'm hyped for it because apparently they're supposed to be so challenging. They can be actually like spy vaults, they are puzzles, they can be parkour puzzles, they can be all these different kinds of things, agility, parkour, they can be just intelligence, like a lot of hacking. Excuse me, but they can be any of those things. They can be plenty more, and they say it most likely will require multiple people to do it, but I'll see how I do just by myself, or if not, I'll try and get a full squad, but we'll see how it goes. But apparently as well, which I think is even cooler, is they're going to be combining the aspect of pre and post void collapse, which we all know the new, well, actually the void that we've had for a longer amount of time, the real pristine one, the cool looking one. I mean, they're all awesome. They're just white and gold. I mean, what's cooler than that? But I mean, and then they have like, it'll switch in the mission periodically, and just, oh my god, I think that's going to be awesome, because apparently it can be triggered while you're doing the vaults or the spy vaults, whatever. And then like you'll be actually doing an entirely different section and things. So apparently they said it would take a lot more cooperation from the squad and more thinking involved. Now honestly, I'm just hyped for it. I love the moon. It's so cool, and I just would love to play more and more missions of it. So that was a big thing. Not only that, but I don't know if I'm a little bit late on this, because I don't know if they've already buffed the spear. I haven't played in a day or two. I've been busy with outside commitments like tennis and things, but not to worry about that. It doesn't matter really. But the Spear of Prime is going to be buffed, if not it already has been. And what I'm also really excited for in 18.5 is the lighting changes. And like sometimes if you see when you're in the void, you can just see like when you're running to extraction in like a survival mission or something like that, and you run through one of those kind of long L-shaped hallways, and there's just that wall there, and it's just squares, pixels of shadow. It's just, oh my god, it makes me want to kill myself when I look at it. I don't know if it's as extreme for you, but it just looks terrible in my opinion, and I have wanted them to fix it for so long, and they finally have. But the one problem with it, they said, is it's going to be such a massive download, because they're fixing all this lighting. They're fixing the lighting in the void, on Warframes, better shadows, all of it. And not only that, with explosive weapons, they're also adding distortion, like when you explode a weapon, or there's going to be smoke now as well in Warframe. I forgot to mention that, but they're going to be adding smoke to like the explosions and things, and oh my god. Like real smoke, not like that little like kind of mist looking stuff that they've showed us before, like black billowing smoke, and that's just, I think, going to be awesome. They're going to add that with the Penta, maybe the Tom Core as well. But oh my god, guys, I just cannot wait for that, because I'm one of those nuts who likes everything to look really good. But not only that, there's so much more to talk about. I haven't even begun to discuss the even partial amounts of what's going on. So the lighting's changing, the moon is expanding, you can get more loadout slots, the spear is getting buffed, and then we're getting the new Warframe in 18.5. Now, if you guys had listened to my other one on DevStream 68 or whatever the hell it was, I can't remember, I talked about like a tomb thing that was supposedly our next Warframe. I said it was Umbra because it was kind of whitish and gray, a little bit of that orc and light blue in there. Apparently I was way off. It's a mummy. We have a mummy Warframe who right now is actually tweaked with no shields and 0 way to get them. You are literally just health. And a lot of your abilities come with like life-stealing abilities and things, they say. And I've already seen a picture of what the concept is for it, and I absolutely hate it. I don't like the way he looks at all, but I like the idea that they're going with. Maybe there will be a Warframe that's only shields, or is a tiny amount of health, but a ton of armor. Well, I mean, we kind of have the opposite of that Valkyr. But I mean, I like how creative they're getting with like the resurrection powers. It's kind of going to be like the Pal of Necros or something, I don't know. But not only that, there's not too much else to really talk about for the 18.5 stuff. Well, I mean, I'm hyped for that. But let's go on to the more later stuff. And holy moly, they talked a little bit about Kvots again. They're coming soon, and they're going to be more stealthy than Kubros. They're going to be more tactical, like you can get maybe a full energy pool from them, or you just randomly will reload your weapon without actually having to reload. You'll just have sporadically just full bullets in your clip or something, rather than just Kubros just being absolute just damage and just hauling ass all over the place. And they're also fixing for the Kubros and for the new Kvots. They are going to be fixing their animations because we know how much they like to jump around and just do stupid stuff. And then it's just like he just jumped off a cliff, and I don't understand why. And just dumb things like that. They're fixing all of that, making them much smoother. They're going to be changing the animation patterns of the way the Kubros walk and things. And I saw the way they made the Kvots walk, and wow, it's really like smooth. It's almost kind of, it looks like a well-oiled machine. Like it's just so fluid and so good. It's just awesome. And also with the Kvots, they're not bringing out the ones we can tame yet. They're going to be the Grineer Kvots, and then they're going to be the Wild Kvots. We'll see them like we did the Kubras before we could tame them. They're there, but we just can't get them. But they are coming, and just, oh my god, I want one so badly. And apparently there are also variations of it, like the tail or the ears or the mouth, or also just the pattern. I assume there will be Lotus Kvots, since they're Lotus Kubros, and you can sell those for a hefty price of platinum. But I don't know, we'll just see how that goes. Now, what else is there truly to talk about? Actually, what isn't there to talk about? What they have revealed to us, thanks to some absolute, I don't want to sound mean, but an absolute lunatic who made 100 Oberons. 100 Oberons. I don't even have one anymore. I sold him when I didn't have enough room to get any more loadout slots. He made 100 of these guys, and DE showed him a picture of a new skin. What skin? Well, it's his premium skin. Wow, I gotta get myself an Oberon, and soon, because it is absolutely beautiful. It knocks Banshee skin way out of the park, in my opinion. The hell with the Banshee skin, I don't want that in close to comparison. And also, if there is a premium skin coming out, then we must probably be assuming a supposed small rework coming out for him as well. But let's go back to the skin part. It's got like kind of like 2 monarch butterflies kind of making like kind of like a, I don't want to say a dress, but like a kind of a cloak kind of thing. And it just looks absolutely amazing. I'm rambling a little bit, but not only he is getting a rework, but Mag is also in the process. So that's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see what they do for Mag and for Oberon and Volt too soon. So they have a lot on their plate at Digital Extremes, and I just can't wait to see what they do, because most of the time I like what they do, but they need to change. Going back to the Mummy Warframe, he just looks like an absolute idiot in my opinion. He has like these big feet like Bigfoot and like a tiny torso. I don't know. It's weird. But there are going to be actually more operator expressions coming soon, which are going to make them more lifelike and supposedly going to give you a deeper like I don't know, connection with your operators, kind of like we have grown attached to certain Warframes that we've had over the years, and these guys are kind of new and they do the exact same thing all the time. So maybe we'll also not only be seeing them in a more humanoid fashion, but also as like more partners. Like you can take them out when you use like your Gnarlman or your Vazarin power, whatever it is, and they just come out for a short amount of time just for a power or something. Maybe they'll actually, you'll see them like walk around and things in your ship and stuff. I don't know, maybe that's just wishful thinking, I don't know. They really haven't said too much on this issue, but they're going to be adding expressions to them. And not only that, but they are also, if you go to the back of your Lisette, you will see those two side doors on the back where you're, if you literally go in or out of your, whatever it's called, the focus room. Jesus, I can't talk today, I'm sorry. And you'll see those two just hinges there. They're closed. It doesn't mean there's nothing's going to be there. It just means it hasn't been added yet, apparently. And their idea is actually to make it so that like people can board your ships. Like when you're in a squad, you can actually, I think, go ship to ship or something to that effect. Now this, I feel, is going to be a long time from now. Not even close to soon. But yeah, I think that's going to be cool. I'd love to like see or have my friends just come and check out my ship and things. I think that's just really cool. And the same thing with Kavats and Kubros is when you have them as kittens or puppies, whatever they're considered, you can actually have them, like, I think, follow you around. They won't take any damage or anything. Maybe you can take them in missions and they won't take damage. Or maybe they just follow you around in the ship and they maybe will grow like different supposed personalities depending on how much they move and stuff like that. And finally, but holy crap, this is awesome. More than anything else, Twin Queens this year. That's all that's truly been said. There was a really old teaser apparently that Digital Extremes released. It had nothing to do with the way they looked or anything at all. It just kind of gave a teaser of what's to come. Maybe the Kurias, they already have some sort of meaning with them. If you got the full poem, which I still don't have because I'm just a scrub, it must mean something to do with that. I mean, yes, I've read it, and of course it has something to do with it, but maybe there's something else just kind of hidden in there that maybe will describe us how they look, instead of just how the Grineer are all clones. Maybe it also describes how maybe the queens look, just in like more of like a quiet fashion. But I really don't have any more else to say than that, but just wow, 18.5 is going to astound me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please feel free to leave a thumbs down if you did not like it, or leave a comment in the comment section below, and I will do my best to address your concerns. If not, please like and subscribe, and thanks you all for watching.